So hello YouTube, today I just want to do a video about my backstop that I put in my back garden so I can shoot. Obviously because of the coronavirus pandemic that's going around, all the gun clubs and stuff have been shut, so we can't actually get out to the ranges and do a bit of shooting. So the backstop that I've made can take up to 12 foot-pound air rifles like this one here. It's a modified QB78 that's been tuned to be 12 foot-pound pressure. Your standard 4.5mm BB guns, rifle and pistol. Okay, so the first thing I've done was I used a template, and my template that I used was just a hollow door. You can't really see it because it's behind all this stuff, but I'll move some of the tape away. You can see the door there. Okay, and then what I did was I screwed some 1x4s to the back of the door. Okay, so what that means is it's 1 inch thick and then 4 inches wide. Okay, obviously because I screwed it to the back of the door, which is hollow, what I've done as well was I just put some metal plating and some bits of wood at the back just to support the actual planks of wood so they don't come apart or come away from the door. And if they do, they're still held together, so even if all this bit falls away, you've still got the 1x4s there to actually stop the pellets, which this is the most important part of the backstop, because this part is the actual bit that stops the pellets. Okay, as you can see here, it's just got the metal plates at the back that I've screwed in, and then put the wood down there just to give it a little bit of extra support. Right, then what I've done was I screwed some carpet, as you can see here, onto the front of the door. Now this is just to slow the pellet down and to hopefully reduce noise. Okay, and then I also taped it up just to give it a little bit of waterproofing so the carpet doesn't go all soggy and nasty, and also it's good for being able to stick cardboard targets to the actual front without trying to stick it to the actual tape, to the actual carpet, which should be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. Okay, then what I've done was I got some old slats that used to be for a bed, and I screwed them to the side here like so, and obviously some supports at the side as well. And this is just to stop the BBs, because obviously BBs have a thing about ricocheting everywhere and being a bit of a pain in the arse. So that's to stop it from ricocheting to the left and to the right, and going into the next door neighbour's gardens, which I don't think they'd be too happy about if they were getting BBs flying into their gardens. So it's just a really quick video really on what I use for a backstop. Okay, it was quite simple to make, and I just made it out of stuff that I had lying around the house, out of scraps, etc, etc. Now if you haven't got any scrap wood, then there are other things you can do. Okay, so an easy way to make a little backstop for an air rifle is just to get a bag and fill it up with mud, and that will stop a pellet. Okay, but ask your mum and dad before you start like digging up your garden and stuff, and that, I don't think they'd be too happy if you didn't get permission first. Okay, so the tools that you need for this is pretty simple: just a saw, a drill, a screwdriver, and some screws and some tape to make up the backstop. Now if you haven't got, like say, the hollow door, which the reason why I used this was just because to hopefully prevent ricochets from pellets and stuff and that when they hit the wood, or carpet, to deafen down the sound a little bit, then the 1x4s at the back will be quite suitable enough to stop the actual pellets. However, I wouldn't then shoot a BBs at them because they will just ping all over the place. Okay, but if all you got is a bit of wood, then you can just obviously screw them together so like this, and then that will be far sufficient to stop a 12-foot-pound air rifle. Anything above that, I don't know, and legally I don't think you should be shooting them in your back garden anyway if they're above 12-foot-pound pressure. However, just a quick video of my backstop. Didn't take too long to build, very quick, quite easy to build actually as well. If you just got a little bit of savvy with a bit of how to use a drill and a screwdriver, then it's quite easy. If not, ask your mum and dad to do it. Okay. But yeah, it's pretty easy, pretty simple to do, and it allows me to shoot in the back garden. So this is where I actually put the backstop, at the back of my fence. Obviously you need the backstop because the pellet will go straight through this fence. The wood's a bit old and knackered now, hence why I'm in the middle of painting it to try and spruce it up a bit. But yeah, so that sits at the back there. If you haven't got something like a back fence to prop it up against, then I suggest having something at the back to stop it from falling over, which is pretty simple. Just screw some bits of wood at the back. Right, that's better. I've got it stable now. Yeah, so if you haven't got a back fence or something to prop it up against, good thing to do is just to screw some bits of wood at the back, at the bottom, just to hold it up. Works in the same principle as this spinner here. Yeah, screw it into the ground. Screw the bits of wood at the bottom of the actual backstop, like that. There you go, that's better. So you'd actually want the bits of wood on the back of the backboard like that, in the same similar manner as what it is on this little spinner target, and that will stop it from going backwards and give it a bit of stability. Okay. So that's basically my backstop. Didn't take too long to make. Didn't cost me anything apart from for the tape and the brackets, which I think the brackets were like 25p each, and the tape was something like £2.50 for a 50-metre roll. The tape was just your normal standard black gaffer tape, and that is it really. That's my backstop. Very easy to make, very simple to make, and it allows you to shoot in the back garden safely. So thank you for watching.